So Sadie, you're almost grown.
I know. You know you're growing up whenever you run in, you're so excited about your birthday and you're crying instead of telling me happy birthday this year. I was like,
you're
what?
18. That's a big deal.
I know.
I was a little bit sad that you're 18.
I could tell.
I'm not ready for you to be grown up. So, okay, this is about the book Strong and Kind. And so I wanted you to tell me a little bit about, like, is there anything that you remember from your childhood? I'm not to put you on the spot, but what are some things that Daddy and I taught you growing up? Can you think of anything?
Yeah, I definitely feel like you wanting to like instill Strong and Kind in our lives, like you actually did, because you like had that as like a mission, and like it wasn't that you like told us every day be strong and kind. Like I didn't even know that was like your goal, because you didn't tell us that, but you like made it known by your actions and the way that you did things, and we learned that from you by seeing that in you.
Aw. Do you feel like you're strong?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
In what ways?
A lot of ways. I feel like, well, obviously, you remember in middle school, I wasn't very strong. And then I would talk to you like every day about it. And you would always say, if you're holding the football, you're going to get tackled. And that helped so much, because then it made me like find like God in a new way, and like he was my strength and he's what made me strong. So it wasn't as much as like me being this strong person and confident in myself, but I was confident in God, which then made me strong.
What about kind? Do you feel like you're a kind person?
And I would like to think so.
I think you are. You're always thoughtful of others, and you're the middle child too, so you always have to, you kind of like make sure everybody's
I do think I'm the peacemaker in the siblings department, because I'm in the middle of all of those crazy nuts, and they all are kind of like all over the place, but I feel like I'm like the middle ground that they can always come to. And
are there anything that like maybe Daddy and I used to say to y'all, like any funny quotes or things that we kind of like taught you when you were younger?
Dad, well, he nicknamed me the original, and now I'm wearing a shirt that says Live Original. So without Dad like teaching me to be original and like be who I am, I wouldn't have had that testimony and that message to share with other people and like grow that. You and Tupac said this. It's like there's one flower that's bigger than the others, and it's like about I was talking about like my faith, and he was like, people are gonna want to come and chop it down and want you to look like everybody else in the world, but you have to stand tall and not let anybody chop you down, because that's really what the world needs, and that's what God wants you to do, is that people are going to want you to be on their level. I think one of the things that I've seen in you that exemplifies strong and kind is like whenever we got Rebecca in our house, and she didn't speak a lick of English. She was pretty much lost for her whole first year, but you walked around with her everywhere. You read her books to her at night, and you did so much for her that year, and you were just like, you welcomed her into her home like she was one of yours, and now she is one of yours because of the way that you treated her. And now, like, we have Rebecca as a sister, and I can't imagine life without her. We all love her to death, so if it wasn't for you being strong and kind to her, she wouldn't want to come back, but she did. Now she's in our family.